Well, here I go again, doing a voiceover. Having some mic issues during my trip. Wasn't aware until I got home that my mic kept cutting off. So here goes a voiceover. Right here, I'm on my way to the Tail of the Dragon. I just went through the city of Helen. It's a cute little place. It has a lot of Dutch places. I will put a video out on that, probably just a short one because it's just a drive through. My wife used to live not too far from there, and she told me to make sure I go through there and look at it. So I did, and I actually didn't record it the first time and went back through it and then recorded it. So right now I'm just traveling, trying to get to the Tail of the Dragon. I've been pretty much riding all day long. I'm pretty exhausted, actually fatigued. I'm not so much sleepy or nothing like that, just tired. Been riding since, probably a little over a week now. So just looking at this country, following my GPS to get to the Tail of the Dragon, actually to the Deals Gap. It's a motorcycle resort, and that's where the Tail of the Dragon is located. And that's where the motel's at. There's the store there. There's the grill. There's camping there. So it's by the time I get there, I'm going to be super hungry. It's going to be pretty much in the afternoon, late afternoon. And depending how I feel, I'll take the Tail of the Dragon. But if not, I'm going to check into that motel there. And you already saw a really quick little glimpse of it on my cell phone that I recorded. I was there at the Tail of the Dragon, number 7 at the motel. But if you look at this while I'm riding, sorry for the water bottle. It's just that when you're traveling, you want these things right up front with you. You know, I'm sipping water. I'm not going to look for the water in my bags or nothing like that. It's this big ass cup holder holds my water, and it's been great. But if you look at this scenery here, it's beautiful. It's green. The trees are not full of leaves yet, but if you look at it, it's just amazing. It just reminds me when I used to live up in Pennsylvania, taking some back roads and some country roads. I did go through a lot of little towns, which I like doing because it just keeps you off the interstates where you pretty much see a lot of open country, but it's just a lot of interstate. You take these back roads. I believe right now I'm traveling north on 17, and it's just beautiful. And I keep coming into quick little towns, and I've been enjoying it. I'm psyching myself out for the Tail of the Dragon. Been wanting to do it. I believe a bunch of my brothers are going to show up in July sometime and take it. I'm not sure if I'll be able to make that. So since I was already in South Carolina, where I stayed the night, and then from South Carolina went ahead and came up here. The funny thing is, when I'm traveling here, I was in South Carolina, somehow ended up in Georgia, then North Carolina, back in Georgia, and then when I did the Tail of the Dragon, I ended up being in Tennessee. I thought I was in Tennessee at the motel, but actually that's North Carolina. Once I go up that little road there, and for the Tail of the Dragon, probably like half a mile into it, then that's the border, and then you're in Tennessee, and that's where mile marker 0 starts at, for 11 miles, 318 curves. I'll talk more about it once I get on to the Tail of the Dragon. But look at this open country. Who has actually traveled up here, North Carolina, Georgia, in order to get to the Tail of the Dragon? I know I was talking quite a bit while I was traveling here, but my mic wasn't recording it. So right now I can't really see what I was actually talking about, but doing a voiceover, I'm looking at the scenery, and I'm probably just talking about little topics about what I'm actually seeing while I'm riding through here. The Challenger's been great. I've had zero issues. Great power. It's been wonderful. I can't say more about it. It's just thumbs up all the way. I mean, it's been handling great. Startups, no leaks. Air pressure's been holding up, minus the cold mornings. The temperature of the tires are a little lower than expected, but they pretty much inflate pretty fast with the heat once they warm up. But some of this country right here, it's almost like repeating itself. It's like, oh, I seen that here, I seen this, but it's just a lot of going through a lot of little hills and open country, and it's been that way since I've left Florida, going through Georgia up to South Carolina. Really liked it. It was pretty cool. My wife was saying, hey, make sure you stop at Bojangles. I said, well, what's Bojangles? She said, it's a place where you get that spicy chicken. It's really, really good. You got to have one. You got to try it. So I think when I left where I was staying at in South Carolina, I did stop at a Bojangles, and guess what? It was nothing but drive-thrus in that place. So I'm like, I'll try some other place later on. So I left there. But yeah, she really likes them Bojangles spicy chicken sandwiches. And looking at it, it's just like a regular McDonald's or something, but back in the East Coast, I guess they're called Bojangles. And they don't have none over here in Arizona, I know that. But, yep. And what else can I say here? I'm still traveling, coming through some small little towns here. Trying to make sense of where I'm at, but I'm not too sure. I just know that I'm traveling to Teledragon, and so I'm somewhere probably in North Carolina at this point, because it doesn't change at all until I get to probably actually North Carolina. Yeah, because Georgia itself was done pretty fast, so I'm in North Carolina at this point, and I just go into Georgia a little bit and then get right back in North Carolina, where I end up at the Tail of the Dragon. And I'm just about there. I'm not too far, so stand by and you'll enjoy the Tail of the Dragon. Well, I made it. The Tail of the Dragon. Well, I'm here. Tail of the Dragon. I stayed the night here. The bed was not comfortable at all. They need a new mattress in there. But this is early in the morning. As you can see, the parking lot is pretty empty. I'm getting my bike started up, and just to let you know, the temperature was 45 degrees. So it felt cold. So I'm just getting myself set up here, but it's like turning my heat grips up. It was cold, and I hate riding in cold first thing in the morning because you're pretty much stiff. I kind of did a little stretching and a little warming up, but overall you're still cold when you go to ride, especially on an unknown territory, a new road for you. You're not sure what's coming up. You want to take these curves really slow, but you want to enjoy the ride. So I'm just looking around. There I go, pulling away and looking around, trying to see if I see anybody else. There's nobody. The time is 8 o'clock, by the way. So I'm an early bird. I'm ready to ride early in the morning. Nobody's out. I believe the store doesn't open up till around 10 or maybe 9 o'clock, but I wasn't going to stick around and wait. I wanted to buy something there, but they weren't open. And that's the Deals Cap. That's what it's called, Motorcycle Resort. And they're located, and the address is 17548 Tapco Road, Robbinsville, North Carolina. The zip is 28771. You can look it up. I really enjoyed staying there. And what I'm doing is kind of looking around. You can't really tell, but this is the store up on that road. It's an upgrade. The road goes up, so you got to really well balance your bike here. And I'm just trying to like get to the position, make sure, because it's hard to see if any cars are going to come up. And I just want to shoot up onto that road without that incline there. There I go. So there I go. Tail of the Dragon, Route 129. So here I go. Little description there. I just left, and I thought the Tail of the Dragon start right here, but it doesn't. You got to go up a little ways, because I didn't realize that I'm still in North Carolina. And, you know, when you're an outsider, you're not from there, you don't really know the boundaries of the states, you know. It's like, unless you see a sign or something. So around this corner, I believe it's going to be, yeah, right around, no, maybe the other curve. These curves don't count yet. Until you start at mile marker 0, and we're going to pretty much coming up to mile marker 0 here. I believe a couple more turns here, and then you'll pretty much start the Tail of the Dragon. This is a thing on my bucket list, and since I was all the way to Florida already on the East Coast, I told myself I gotta do it. I'm going to ride up and do the Tail of the Dragon. Here we go. See, here's the state line, I think, right here. You're coming into Tennessee. 0. There I go. This is the start of the Tail of the Dragon. First curve. You can count them. I'm not going to count them. But traveling, man, I was just enjoying. And my mic is going to kick on here in a minute, so there will be no voiceover again. Just a lot of crackling going on until the my voice comes on. There's a car behind me. That's what I didn't want. Somebody telling my ass. But I just want to take it slow and enjoy the trip. That's what I'm talking about. See, there's a little pull out there where I can actually just pull out really quick and let that car go by me. That way he's not telling my butt. And I'm going plenty faster. That car just must be cooking butt. The road doesn't seem too bad. I'm glad it's not raining or ice over. I wouldn't know what to do. I'd probably wait it out, because I know there's a cold front coming in. The weather was talking about it. And when it's cold, your arms are stiff. You're trying to relax them, but it's just not working. All these heated grips, boy, do I love them. Put my shield down here, warm up my eyes. My eyes are freezing. I don't have any glasses on because I have a shield, helmet shield, so I'm not wearing my glasses, but because they're too dark, and I like to see where I'm actually doing. Oh, there's some bumps there. Looks like the road was melted away there, some asphalt. It must have been something that lay down there and gasoline or something, and then just started eating the road up. I can see some daylight up ahead. It's pretty dark where I was at. And I got to say, I should have slept I had a room, the motel room, with a twin and 2 bunk beds. Let me tell you, that twin, not very comfortable at all. I sunk into it, woke up with a stiff back. I should have just jumped over and laid in that bunk bed. Well, probably a little bit more comfortable. But I tell you what, I did rest, so that's a good thing. I'm going to try to make as far as, I'm trying to get down south, because I know there's the cold front. It's going to freeze up Midwest, and I'm trying to avoid that. I'm trying to avoid rain, snow, sleet. So I think I'm going to head down as little bit by little south, going west, but keep heading down south and keep an eye on the weather. You think I should be counting these curves? Nah, I'm not going to count them because there are plenty of curves. So hopefully you guys are still enjoying this. It's been a journey for me. Definitely a journey. Hopefully this CD card holds up and my battery holds up. Charged it all night. I do have extra batteries, but what happens is if my GoPro goes dead because of battery, it's kind of hard to stop on this road and put a new battery on, right? So hopefully it holds up. I'm not worried about the CD. I put a brand new disc in it. My wife was talking to me last night on the phone. We couldn't get in touch by our cellular phones, so she had to call the motel in the room where I was staying at. So we could text, but we couldn't call each other. There was no connection either way. She couldn't call me and I couldn't call her. So Georgia or North Carolina or something like that, but she was telling me she was just about 10 minutes away from Helen, where I went through. I had no idea. I said, you should have told me. I would have cruised by where you lived and, you know, maybe took a picture or something like that. But whoa, here's a tight corner there. You can see all the scrape marks there on the asphalt. People are just going way too fast. This is, I believe this road is not made to see how fast you can go. This road should be for just cruising and enjoying the curves and the surroundings, the scenic. Just love it. I know there's supposed to be photographers out here, but I'm not sure when. They're probably out here on weekends. All I know, I'm getting the video on it. Well, see, there's a washout right there again. It might even be these trucks or trailers that are being on this road, and what happens is the hitches pretty much hit the asphalt and just digs into it. See right here, there's just all tore up there. Not sure what's tearing it up. All I know right now is my grips super hot. Probably got them turned up too much. But at least they don't stay on like constantly. They heat up and then they shut down. They reach a certain temperature, I think, then they shut down. which is good. I wouldn't want them to keep getting hotter and hotter and hotter. Let me tell you, the grip right now in my hands are pretty hot. Look at the, ooh, I like the way the sun is just breaking through them trees. Oh yes, this is what I like right here, because you can see different colors, different, oh, I just love that. I love the way the sun breaks through these trees. Hope you guys can see that. Hope you guys enjoying it. I know my water bottle's not doing justice for you guys. I'm sorry about that, but when you're traveling, you gotta have water with you. Stay hydrated. Well, I'll tell you what, this Challenger's pretty much doing these curves pretty good. I'm impressed. The only thing is I have so much luggage in me. 2 extra tanks of fuel. Got my camping gear. Got my big case of clothes that I pretty much haven't worn a whole lot of it. You learn from your travels, and I should have known by now is not overpack. But I pack a short sleeve and a long sleeve for every day. You know, underwear, socks for every day. I mean, and extra shoes. I got so much, you know. And the shoes I do wear, socks, underwear, yeah. Got a couple pair of jeans. Gotta take this curve slow. This is a real long, curvy one. There we go. I'm only on mile marker 4. Oh yeah, beautiful, beautiful. This is as far as my windshield goes down, guys, so. And I gotta tell you something. I love this windshield. It's done me good, really good. Rain. I'm gonna pop my shield open just a little bit. Starting to get that condensation in there. Because I'm breathing, talking, and my breath is probably warm, and outside temperature is 43 right now. Woo-hoo. When you're pushing air at 43, it has to be somewhere in the high 30s. Oh, that's a cool tree, all white. Do not pass. I'm not sure if my video is going to catch the guy that was behind me in the car. He's way over the double yellow line and on my butt. Now, is he going to get any further, or is he trying to pass where they tell you not to pass on a double yellow? I don't know. I guess you can take this either way. I'm going up it. A lot of people come down it. Just depends how you're traveling. And it's a very used road for people to get through somewhere, not just for the tail of the dragon. My daughters lived up in Weaverville. It's, let me see, where Redding's at. You just keep going to the coast up Buckhorn, and that's what it was. It was all these curves and hills just like this. And first time I took it, because I stayed in town, I stayed in Redding and went to visit my daughters up in Weaverville, and taking the Buckhorn up and down too. I think one day I took it like 4 times, and I was so disoriented, probably because of climbing and descending and curves, but it was just like this. And people that live up there, it's a logging community, and people that live up there only come down when they need to. They have everything they need. Ooh, beautiful, beautiful. Well, I'm glad there's no traffic. Tuesday morning. I heard on weekends this pretty much gets crowded because of That's when people have the days off. I wish they would repave this. I can see where there's a lot of... Once they repave it, they'd probably have to shut it down for a while. They should kind of make this as like a toll road. That way it pays itself, right? Here we go. Got some opening here. The same idea I did. Take it early. I probably wouldn't want to take this with a passenger on my bike, just because you want to be in control of your bike and not have any kind of tilts or jiggles on your bike that's going to prevent you from actually leaning the bike, or like right here, if I was to turn this and somebody's trying to straighten out there in the back, it's just going to shake my bike up. So people probably do it. I'm just a little over halfway. That's mile marker 6. And there's 318. I'm corrected because I believe I just made a quick little video on my cell phone just to post it, just to let you guys know I'm still kicking. I'm still going to put out videos. I just been on a journey and haven't figured out how I can download with my software if I don't have my computer. So when I do get back, I will download some video of my journey. Hey squirrel, you got to get out of the road. Thinking about taking the Parkway, Foothills Parkway. Heard so much about it. New paved road. It's not curvy like this. It's just beautiful country. But open space again, brothers. Look at that. Knocked down some brush right here, some woods. See, my grips are just, they were cooling off, now they're heating back up. I think I got it turned up just a little too much, but it's sure keeping my palm of my hands pretty toasty. Here we go. Man, I've been riding curves all the way up here ever since I left South Carolina, and I was just sick of curves. Let me just get some open road. And she goes, are you going to take the Tail of the Dragon? I go, I don't even know I'm going to take Tail of the Dragon. I'm just sick of all these curves here. I just want to open it up and just travel. And she's like, oh, okay. Well, they're setting up the photo booth there, I told you. If it's an automatic photo thing and you get online and you check it out, the time you went through there, the date, and purchase it online. I think it might be something like that. At least it doesn't have that washed up little rocky stuff on the, like Arizona does. scenic road to take, I tell you that. Scenic overlook, 1 mile. Well, should I stop? Well, can't get feedback right now, can I? I'm probably not going to stop. I want to keep moving since I'm enjoying the ride. Keep that momentum going. If I stop, it's just going to have to get started, and then traffic might build up, and I'm going to say, I shouldn't have stopped. Mile marker 8. 3 more miles to go of curves. You know what? I didn't even get a patch or a t-shirt. I was going to get it this morning, but the store wasn't open. They don't open up till I'm not sure when, to tell you the truth, but I know they weren't opening up as early as I was leaving. So look at that garbage. Somebody pulled over there and dumped all their garbage out. Or I tell you what, it could be. When I checked in the motel there, they told me to make sure I don't have food out or anything, because there's been a lot of black bears spotted around here. Black bears, well, hopefully one of these black bears doesn't mistake this big black beast as a mama beast or a daddy beast. Miles an hour on this road. Yeah, I'm pretty much, my average speed's about 35, 40, so of course I do slow down for the curves. That's 40 miles an hour, see, so oh wow, there's a river down there and a big dam. It's beautiful, beautiful. Tennessee. Make me want to sing some country music. I've been taking the scenic road in Tennessee. I know you guys don't want to hear me sing. I don't sing actually, so I don't got a good voice. Though I had my cousin Joe, he could sing. Boy, he sure liked Randy Travis. He can strung a guitar and sing just like him. I was raised country when country was so cool. I don't even know lyrics, I'll tell you that. I think that was a Dolly Parton song, wasn't it? Whoa, that was a kind of like a pretty tight corner there, and the way the road feel the weight of my bike, of the stuff that I'm carrying, just kind of like shifting me a little bit. So that's why I've taken these corners curves pretty precautious. 9, mile 9, 2 more miles to go. I think I'm not sure if I'm going to Knoxville, or I'll tell you when I get down there and I got good reception, I'm going to kind of map it down. I think I'm going to want to take it. See, there's boats, and there's the guy pulling a pontoon there on his trailer. Probably going to need a new set of brakes when I get back home. Well, probably going to have 16,000 or maybe 17,000. I'm not sure yet. It just depends how much I'm traveling and which direction I'm going to go. corners there, there's bumps there, like I was talking about before. I don't know what's causing these roads to get corroded there, like washed away, like potholes, but they like patch them up a little bit. On all these corners there, that's what I'm thinking. It must be a hitch or a trailer or something that makes things. I'm not sure if any of my other YouTubers have taken this. Let me know on the comments below if you guys have taken this Tail of the Dragon. You know, I hear so much about it, that's why I had to do it, you know, honestly. There are a lot more scenic routes probably, but who's taking all these as many curves in 11 miles? It's just one of these status things, you know. It's like, yep, I did 318 curves in 11 miles in Tail of the Dragon, Tennessee. I got my bragging rights now, just like the Iron Bud, right? Talking to somebody last night, said he's got a 2020 Harley Road Glass Special, and he said he has 15,000 miles on it already, and he's talked so much about it on his bike, and I'm not sure if he's taken this. I think he said he did, and his wife followed him in the car. He said he loves his bike and he's gonna keep riding it. He loves it, and I can't remember his name, but if you're, and I told him, I said, I have a YouTube channel, make sure you look at it, subscribe, and you'll know that I'm talking about you. Just can't remember your name. Well, I guess that was all the curves, right? Or somewhere around here is probably the end of the, or the head of the dragon. I'm not sure what that river is called there. Degrees warmed up a little bit, but because I'm catching more speed, I actually feel a little bit more cold. Reminds a little bit where I lived, all these hills and wooded areas. I lived north of Interstate 80 in Pennsylvania. I think I mentioned that before in some other videos. Pretty much reminds me a lot. No traffic. Wonderful. So I'm going to be hitting traffic once I get to these, closer to these big cities, interstates. Still 47 degrees. Thinking about taking the Foothills Parkway, but if I do, it's going to take me about another hour. Keep your two wheels on the ground, buddy. Definitely don't want to catch any more rain. I've ridden in a lot of rain already. Just hinders you from enjoying the scenic. You know, I used to ride a lot at night, leave early in the morning and dark, but what you do miss when you do that is the scenic. Unless you're traveling just interstate somewhere, there ain't nothing to look at really. But if you're traveling some of these back roads and scenics areas, you definitely got to do it during the daytime. or as soon as the sun comes up. That's what I've been trying to do, is catch more daylight. Yesterday I probably could have caught more daylight. I would have liked to take the tail of the dragon when I got there, but I was wiped. I was wiped out. All I wanted to do is get off my bike and get a bite to eat and rest up, which I did. And now, here we are, Tuesday morning. This is usually when I put out a video, Tuesday morning, but it's going to have to wait. And what I might do is when I get back, instead of putting one video out, I might put 2 videos out per week just to catch up, where you guys can enjoy it. And here's what I'm thinking. Doing my coast to coast ride. I came over here, Florida, at the beach, and if I ride all the way to San Diego and walk to the beach, get back on my bike and go back home, then I can earn a patch that says coast to coast. So, and I mean during the one trip. So what I'm going to end up doing, I might even stop at the house and I rest there the night, just like sleeping at a hotel, and the next day leave early in the morning, go to San Diego, turn around and come back. And my final destination will be my home. But I'm going to use my home as a pretty much like a hotel stop. Might as well do it since this is the opportunity I'm getting. I don't know when I'll travel back to the East Coast and then travel all the way back. It just gets longer and longer when you get older and older, and time constraints. The bike maintenance, you gotta make sure you keep your bike up. I get back, I might probably have to do my oil. I'll have over 5,000 since I've got my bike service. So, and that was before I left. That was last week. So I'll have way over 5,000 when I have to change my oil. My brothers, some of them are already done the Tail of the Dragon. I think they just want to do an event in July and come down and do the Tail of the Dragon. But I'm probably not going to do it because that'll be in July. Come way out here again. Done it, did it. Like I said, the only way I'll probably come back out to Florida would probably be to fly in. If I want to ride a bike, then I just rent a bike, unless a buddy of mine that lives in Florida lend me his bike. And I'd rather not do that. You know, they'll give me their bikes no matter what. They're like, take my bike, it's in the garage, take it. But you know how it is, you know, when you got a brother, you appreciate it just for the offer. You don't want to worry about anything about your brother's bike, so you rent a bike. You know, something happens to the rental bike, it's the rental place. That's why you have insurance, and then you're not so worried about your brother's bike breaking down. Well, I'm probably going to have to pull over here somewhere and shut my GoPro down, because I'm just trying to save my GoPro here. Yeah, I think there is a pull off over there. I can see something up here, so this will be great. The Harley Davidson? They have a shop out here? That's crazy. Yep. Wow, check this out. US 129 Dragon. Well, you know what? I'm gonna have to stop here. And check this out. That's for all my brothers. Hey brothers, I'm here at US 129. Just came out of the Dragon. Wow, I think they shut this place down. Maybe because of COVID. I'm gonna walk up and see if they're open. Tuesday, 10 o'clock. They open up at 10. Am I going to sit around and wait? Nope. But I am going to map my route now. Ain't that a beautiful ride? Look at that. Woohoo, baby. Well, I'm going to route myself to see where my next stop will be, and I'm going to face the road. Face out.